Welcome. Thank you for tuning in today. So I'm going to be reacting to Heaven Place on Earth, and this is a metal cover. The song originally is by Belinda Carlisle, and this is like a song from the 80s. This is a song that I grew up listening to with my mom. I remember we'd be rolling down the street listening to this song. I remember it was in like Harold and Kumar, White Castle. It was in all these really cool movies that I grew up with. Now, do I watch those movies now? No, I don't watch them now. I have, different views, different beliefs now, and your experiences shape them. As a pastor, I don't watch the shows that I used to watch. That's just the reality. One, I don't really necessarily have the time to sit down and watch an hour and a half show. But a 2 hour show. But I also really don't want to watch a show about paraphernalia, basically. But this reaction is really good. This is one of my favorite songs from the 80s. I have a lot of favorite songs from the 80s, so you might just get to hear a good like chunk of that. But I'm really excited to see this. I listened to another one of this guy's songs, and it was like super alternative. So I'm excited to see what he does with this song. And so here we go.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on
Those vocals. Oh my gosh. And this dude has got many guitars. You see him in the background. He's got many guitars. This dude's really good.
when the night falls down.
He's got such like a full and rich tone. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you, if I started singing, I'm tone deaf. My range is like two notes, C and D. That's it.
I wait for you and you come around and the world's alive with the sound of kids on the street outside. When you walk into the room, you pull me close and we start to move. And we're spinning with the songs above, and you lift me up in a wave of love. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. When I feel alone, I reach for you and you.
You know the dum da da dum da da dum da da dum da da dum da dum da da dum that you hear? It almost reminds me of dum da da 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 dum dum dum. Dum da da dum da da dum da da dum da da dum. Again, I have no um like tonal pitch. I am so tone deaf, it's not even funny. But that's what that reminds me of. If you hear the dum da da dum da da dum da da dum da da dum, you'll hear it here.
Bring me home when I'm lost at sea. I hear your voice and it carries me. In this world we're just beginning to understand that miracle of living. Maybe I was afraid before, but I'm not afraid anymore.
Alright, before we get into this like really big chorusy part, I have two things to point out. One is that this guy has a "Don't Tread on Me" shirt. That's cool. He's got a "Don't Tread on Me" shirt. I still don't really know what "Don't Tread on Me" means, but I do typically know that it is like a conservative thing. I'm gonna have to look at it after this video, honestly, because now I'm really curious. But most of the time when I see that, it's like a conservative thing. I don't know exactly what it means. If you know what it means, let me know in the comments. Don't attack me. I am admitting I don't know what it means. But I do know that I've seen it on like a lot of people who I know are like conservative. Um, so yeah, the other thing is that this guy has got some runs. If you hear like his voice and how it goes up and down, that's amazing. Third thing is I'm not a guitarist. I'm actually a drummer. So the rhythms are what I look for. And I don't know. I'm really digging this. I really like his sound. His even his presence is like amazing. He's got really good like photogenic and confidence that he's portraying. It's amazing. So he's switching between guitars. This says Sharuel, I believe. If you're a guitarist, let me know what that means. I don't know if that's maybe a name of somebody or if it's a name of the guitar. I think typically like Fender's written that. You should know these things. My wife is a guitarist. I hope she doesn't watch this. She's probably gonna kill me and make me look at all of her guitars after this.
In this world, we're just beginning to
That bass
understand
drum
the miracle of living.
and
Maybe
the
I
snare.
was afraid before, but I'm not
I'm not
afraid
afraid.
anymore.
Okay. This guy has got my heart. Can't even believe I'm saying that, but this guy got my heart. So I'm a drummer. I really love rhythms, but I also love when people have that musicality to them because that's something I don't have. I always admire that when someone doesn't have it, or when someone has it that I don't have it. I always admire it because I believe that God put that musicality there in order to honor him. And while this song may not necessarily be honoring God, one day he may be singing worship songs. One day, he may be walking with the Lord where he's gonna turn into like the Phil Wickham of super alternative. That would be incredible. So good job, man. You've got a fan. That's 100% sure. If you liked my reaction, go ahead and like and subscribe. I will be releasing some more content. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to put them down in the comments, and I will see if I can get around to them. And thanks, guys. Have a good night.